Hello and welcome to another edition of Guinea Pigs with Greg. Today we're going to the Real London Championship Show for 2023. We're doing both some judging and some exhibiting today, so lots of interest for us. And so here we go, we're going to have a quick look around the show before settling ourselves down. A nice array of club stands, the National Fox and Tan Cave Club, always well represented. And here we have the lovely Eileen Emmett. It was great to see her and have a catch up. A very good friend of the family's, and it was lovely to see her. Then we had this lovely stand made by Nancy Brooks from America. She put together a stand showing all the Real London officiates, the judges and the past winners. I think we can all agree she's done a fantastic job, and thank you very much, Nancy, for putting this together for us. It was very interesting to read and look at. The Cavies magazine also had their stand there, showing off the magazine and the content that they produce. Really, really important part of the fancy, and I'll always support this magazine through and through. It was always nice to catch up with Tony Angel, who's manning the Cavy welfare stand. Very informative and a great chance for people to come over and handle cavies and ask all the questions that they need if they're thinking of keeping cavies. I mean, there was lots of information on the stand. What I was really impressed with was the area where you could learn how to groom your guinea pig, how to handle the guinea pig as well. It was all very well laid out, and it was great for the youngsters and older people alike to have that opportunity. So thank you very much, Tony. Karen Lacrasse ran the tombola for the show, and it's a very important job, raising funds to keep the club going and so the show can happen year on year. So again, thank you very much for doing this. We really do appreciate it. And I always take time out to look at the Tort and White Club notice board. Probably some of the prettiest cavies you'll ever get to see. So after coming first and third at the Real London last year, it's time to hand back our trophies in preparation for this year's winners to take them home. And hopefully they'll be as pleased with them as we were. And this year they have some fantastic rosettes to compete for as well. A really well laid out display by Julie Gallagher, always working hard, and a real credit to the show. So not quite my cup of tea, but we had a look at the Mouse Club, and it was really interesting to see all the different breeds of mice, and everyone was very friendly and engaged and answered lots of my questions. I even got to handle a mouse, which is again not what I was expecting to do, but it's very interesting to see them judge. And yeah, you can see here they're very well behaved, not like what I was expecting at all. So it's good to have them in the show hall as well. And just like the guinea pigs, they are judged to a standard, and they have different markings for different varieties. So there are Himalayan, there are Siamese, there are chinchillas, and they're all very fit and healthy and very lustrous to look at. And again, seeing how they're handled really opened my eyes to other aspects of this fancy. I was also watching the hamsters being judged, and they use this very strange net so they can see the underside and the top and move the hamster around so they can get the best angle to judge it, which I thought was very, very clever, and it was a great idea. I was fascinated by it, to be honest. There's lots of good information about keeping the hamsters and the different breeds and the different varieties of hamster, and yeah, it was very, very interesting. So we were judging for the English Self Cavy Club today, and we were judging the adults and the 5 to 8s as the supporting section of the young stock show. So this means that we have our own best in show, separate from the young cavies. We had a very busy day with 105 to judge. I was very lucky to have Becky Long as my book steward. And I'd like to thank Roy Strange for sticking with me all day, fetching and carrying all the cavies. I couldn't have done the job without you both, so thank you very much, Becky and Roy. So starting with the adult section, we had some fantastic cavies. The adult lilac class had some very good quality animals, well-balanced heads, lovely pigment, well-groomed, lots of flesh on them. They're very nice to handle, and this one had a lovely square set head, which really set the cavy off. The blues were of a very high standard. The coats were well prepared, I mean, almost perfection. The colour carried well down, and the heads were nice and broad. I would like a slightly wider jowl occasionally on the pig on the right, but on the whole, the quality was very good, and I was pleased that I had an opportunity to handle them. The weather today was unseasonably hot. It was very, very warm, and the cavies did suffer slightly in that their condition was a little bit soft occasionally. So the larger cavies really struggled to hold their condition throughout the day. We had a nice buff here. The type on it was very nice short head, bold eye. A little bit short on ear. I would like a straighter set ear, but I was very pleased. And the dark-eyed white had fantastic colour. I mean, look how white it is. This is white as the cloth, which is what I like to see, a nice crisp white colour. One of my highlights was judging this class of 5 to 8 pink-eyed Goldens. This boar stood out for me a country mile. Very rich colour, well set ears, bold eye, and really good jowl. But there were a lot of good pigs in this class. The second place pig was very, very close, a lovely sow, very glamorous, just not the depth of colour, but all were well prepared. The chocolates were of a very good standard. The colour was nice, the head shape and placement could do with filling out a little, but on the whole, very, very pleased. And the lilacs, again, just like the adult class, lovely square set heads, beautiful ear carriage, nice bold eye, well prepared cavy, and stood on the box with presence. A surprisingly nice class of 5 to 8 beige. Normally you get 1 or 2 of good quality, but to get all 3 of a decent quality. Unfortunately, the heat did get to them and they handled a touch soft to compete in the challenges. This saffron boar was absolutely huge. His head was massive, lovely shape to his head, great colour, nice eye, fantastic width. And once I got him settled, he stood like a champion. Really nice cavy. We had a good class of 5 to 8 pink-eyed creams. This one was the fittest of all of the cavies I handled today. Lots of flesh on the shoulder, stood well, nice eye, really bold, sets the cavy off, and the colour was very pale, which is just what I like. And these were my top 3 adults, the golden, followed by the cream, followed by the blue. 3 fantastic cavies, and well done to their owners. It was lovely to meet William, one of the viewers of the channel, and he was showing his black tan, and I believe he did very well. It was nice to catch up and see what everyone's doing, but this cavy here had a lovely shoulder. Pleasure to handle. Well done, William. I managed then to have a look around the show and see what else was going on, and I was able to catch up with Jamie, judging the pet section, and he had some fantastic cavies that he was handling. And then Maz was also doing some judging today. And then I stopped by to see Nancy and Alison. Always have a good chat with these, and always have a laugh. It's great to see everyone smiling and having fun at the show. The Rex and the Rex Cave Club are always ginormous pigs. They are huge, and Mark was doing a good job going through them and judging them. I didn't get to see what his best in show was, but I'm sure it'll be out in the Cavies magazine, so make sure you read it to find out which Rex won. And this was the best in show in the Dutch stock show, an agouti Dutch in by Gemma Taylor. Well done on your best in show. Made the journey from Cornwall worth it. And here's a sneak peek of 2 of the teddies in the best in show lineup for Real London. The one on the left owned by Alison Keyworth, and the one on the right owned by Michelle Turner of Lillipop Cavies. So good luck to them. So now David Alton is judging best in show, and he will have 3 selfs and 3 marked and ticked and 3 coated, and these will then be placed in order from 1 to 6, and that will be our best in show lineup for Real London. So David's given them a good going through. He's looking there for all the positive attributes that make a cavie stand out. These are the 3 selfs, these are some of the coated, and these are the marked and ticked. So David will handle each cavie, very carefully go through them, set them up nicely, and judge them against each other according to the standard. And then we will hopefully have a new champion for the Real London show of 2023. What's the name of the pig you've got in the best in show lineup?
Cinderella.
Cinderella. What's it like to have a pig in the best in show lineup at Real London?
Good.
It's amazing. Oh, I hope you win. Susie.
In 6th place is the chocolate otter under 5 at Fusion Cavies. London is the tricolour teddy intermediate. This champion is the dark-eyed cream adult of Mark Ruben.
I would like to say a big thank you to the Real London team for putting on such an amazing event. A special thanks going to Ian Cinderby, Julie Gallagher, Peter Gamy, Andrew Sparks, and many, many others. It truly is a wonderful event, and without these people working so very hard in the background, we wouldn't be able to have such a great experience year on year. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'm Guinea Pig Greg. True bye.